Hi, it's Miss House. In this video, we're going to divide fractions. Now, remember the rule for division says that you're going to change division to multiplication and flip the divisor, which is the number after the division or now the multiplication sign. Now, do not try to do any reducing until you have done the change flip. Now I notice I have a 14, which goes into 28 two times. So that's a 3 over 1 times a 2 over 13. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 13 is 13. The answer is 6. Number 9, negative 6 25ths divided by 24 over 5. Well, negative 6 25ths times flip to 5 over 24. Now, a negative times a positive is going to be a negative. So I'll go ahead and put my negative sign there, and now I don't even have to pay attention to it. I've got a 6 and a 24. That leaves a 1 over 4. I've got a 5 over 25. That leaves a 1 over 5. So a 1 times a 1 gives me a numerator of 1, and my denominator is 5 times 4, which is 20. So that's negative 1/20. Now, the best place for the negative sign is out in front of the fraction, even with the bar. Number 10, we have a fraction divided by a whole number. Going to do the same thing here. Negative 12 13ths times 24 is 24 over 1. So that's going to be 1/24. And I see that I can reduce. 12 into 24 is 2. That leaves a 1 there. So a negative times a positive is a negative 1 over 26. You have to do the change and the flip before you reduce. Number 11, 4/7 divided by 13 over 21. Change to times, flip the second fraction. I see a 7 and a 21. 7 into 21 goes 3 times. Now I've got 4 times 3 on the top and 1 times 13 on the bottom. My answer is 12 13ths. Number 12, 1 1/3 times 1/5. Well, we never multiply, divide, add, or subtract with mixed numbers. So we change our 1 1/3. That's going to be 1 times 3 is 3 plus 1. That's going to be 4/3. So this is 4/3 times 1/5. And you see I have no opportunity to reduce anything this time. There are no common factors, top or bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and multiply. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 5 is 15. And there's no reducing that can be done. 15 divided by 1 and 1/17. I'm going to write it 15 over 1 times. Now that 1 and 1/17 needs to be changed to an improper fraction. So that's 1 times 17, 17, plus 1, 18 over 17. But you got to really be careful here. In fact, let's adjust this a little bit. This is divided by 18/17. So when we change and flip, it's times 17/18. Now, these are some pretty big numbers, so I'm looking for a common factor, and I notice that I can write 15 as 3 times 5 and 18 as 3 times 6. So I have a factor in the numerator of 3 and in the bottom of 3, so those can reduce. And now I'm left, and the 18 and the 15 are gone, right, because we replaced those. So I've got 5 times 17, that's 85. And then 1 times 6 is 6. Now, we don't leave an improper fraction. They say a proper fraction or a mixed number. So we've got to change this to a mixed number because that's an improper fraction. So the way we do that is we divide 6 into 85. 6 goes into 8. 1 times 6 is 6. Subtract. I get a 5 and a 2. 6 goes into 25. 4 times 6 is 24. Subtract. I get a 1. 6 won't go into 1. So that's my remainder, 1 over 6. So 14 and 1/6. Number 14. 5 times 1 1/2. That's 5 over 1 times 3 over 2. Remember, 1 1/2 is 1 times 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2. Reduce here, so that's 15 over 2. And look, mixed number are proper fractions, not a proper fraction. 2 goes into 15 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. Subtract, I have a remainder of 1. We write it 7 and 1/2. 4 and 5/9 divided by 1/2. Well, the 4 and 5/9 needs to be changed. 4 times 9 is 36 plus 5 is 41/9. I'm going to change divide to times and flip over 2 over 1. And I don't see anything that's common because 41 is a prime number. There's no way to break down 41. So I'm just going to multiply, and I get 82 over 9. That's an improper fraction. So we've got to divide 9 into 82. Goes 9 times. 9 times 9 is 81. Subtract, I get a 1. 9 and 1/9 is my answer. Three and 1/5 times 9. So 3 and 1/5. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 1. That's going to be 16 over 5 times 9 over 1. I don't see any common factors, so I'm going to have to multiply 16 times 9. That's 144 over 5. We've got an improper fraction. We'll go to long division. 5 won't go into 1. 5 goes into 14. 2 times. Subtract. Bring down the 4. 5 goes into 44 8 times. 8 times 5 is 40. Subtract remainder 4 gives me 4/5. So 28 and 4/5. And the last one, 2 and 1/10 times 1 and 2/7. Well, these mixed numbers have got to go. So 2 times 10 is 21 over 10. And then 1 and 2/7. 1 times 7 is 7. Plus 2 is 9/7. So this is 21 over 10 times 9 over 7. And luckily, I do have something that will reduce this time. 7 into 21 is a 3. It leaves a 1 there in that denominator. So 3 times 9 is 27. 27 over 10 is an improper fraction. 10 into 27 goes 2 times with 7 left over. So 2 and 7/10. So remember, always change mixed numbers to improper fractions and make sure you enter your answer in the format that my math lab asks you to do. All right, so take a short break and we'll come back and we'll talk about some applications that involve multiplying and dividing fractions and mixed numbers.